This man became the most renowned writer in the world, but how he got there is one of the most craziest stories. This is Arthur Bellamy. In 1990, he became the most celebrated writer in America. People who read his books said that they weren't just bestsellers, they were experiences. Readers often said comments like his stories felt alive, like they had stepped into another reality. His prose was hypnotic, his characters unforgettable. People called him a genius. But Arthur had a secret. 15 years earlier, he was just another struggling writer, completely talentless. He had no formal training, no connections, and worst of all, no ideas. Every story he attempted fell flat, until one evening in 1975, he found it. He had been wandering through a back alley in New Orleans when he stumbled upon a strange little antique shop. It looked abandoned, but the door was open. Inside, the place was cluttered with old trinkets, dusty books, and forgotten relics. Arthur was about to leave when something caught his eye, a small, unmarked wooden box. It wasn't particularly ornate, but something about it just catched his interest. When he picked it up and asked the shopkeeper what it was, the shopkeeper answered that it's just a simple box for storing items. So Arthur bought the box anyway, thinking it might serve as a good place to store valuables. For weeks, he debated whether to open it because something about it just felt wrong. But temptation won. One night, under the glow of a single desk lamp, he pried the box open. And that's when what he found inside changed everything. From that moment on, the words flowed. He could write for hours without stopping, without thinking. His stories took shape as if they already existed, and he was merely transcribing them. The worlds he created felt more vivid than his own. His characters spoke, breathed, watched him. What he found inside was the combination of 4 different mushrooms and herbs from the magic forest of Eldor inside the relic which is known as the Flare Tail. But as time went on, Arthur's stories became weirder, his dreams became too real, his books became darker, more surreal. His last novel, The Forgotten Verse, ended with a single chilling sentence: "The author has become the story." And on New Year's Eve, 1995, Arthur Bellamy vanished.